Millions of kids struggle with learning, processing, and social emotional difficulties. These challenges interfere with their ability to reach their full potential. Dr. Karen Wilson is here to help. Her extensive background in pediatric neuropsychology and higher education have prepared her for this unique mission. Listen as she delivers content to inform, educate, and empower parents and educators. This will enable you to identify challenges that kids face and get them on the road to achieving their full potential. This is Diverse Thinking, Different Learning by Child Nexus.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Diverse Thinking, Different Learning, a podcast dedicated to providing valuable insights and advice for parents of children and adolescents with learning or mental health challenges. I am so glad to be back with you here today. Today's episode, we're going to focus on a topic that's incredibly relevant as the new school year is upon us. This short episode is designed to help ensure a smooth start to the school year for children with learning and thinking differences like ADHD or dyslexia. Now, I understand that this can be a very exciting time. You might be looking at all of the back to school posts and on social media, but it can also be challenging for parents and their children. So I've prepared 5 tips to help navigate this period successfully. Keep in mind that this is not an exhaustive list, but just some quick tips to really help navigate this back to school transition time. Let's dive in. Tip number 1. Establish a predictable routine. One of the key factors in helping children transition back to school is the establishment of a predictable routine. Children with ADHD and other learning challenges often thrive in environments where they know what to expect. This can help reduce anxiety and create a sense of stability. So working with your child to create a daily schedule that outlines waking up, meal times, study periods, and relaxation time is really important. Make sure to account for time needed to transition and involve your child in the process to ensure that their input is valued. A predictable routine is like a sturdy foundation for your child's day. So if you picture your child knowing that after school comes a snack, followed by a dedicated study time, followed by a creative or leisure activity. It's important that planning ensures that children and teens are also planning for getting adequate sleep at night. Students need a proper amount of sleep to help stay focused, to improve concentration, and to regulate their mood. Children and adolescents who don't get enough sleep have a higher risk for a number of health problems, including poor mental health. Sleep deprivation also tends to contribute to more trouble coping with stress, problems remembering information learned, and it can decrease academic performance. Keep in mind that children between the ages of 6 and 12 need 9 to 12 hours of sleep each day, and teens between the ages of 13 and 18 need at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep nightly. And if your child is a student athlete, aiming for a minimum of 9 hours of sleep is supported by research in terms of improving athletic performance and reducing injuries. So again, having a structure, a predictable routine will help your child anticipate and feel more in control of their day. You can create visual schedules that outline each segment of their day using pictures or icons if that's helpful. And this visual aid can be especially helpful in easing anxiety. Tip number 2, prepare well in advance. Starting a new school year involves more than just buying school supplies, a new back-to-school outfit, which I used to love. For neurodivergent children, it's essential to prepare both mentally and physically. You want to discuss any upcoming changes, new teachers, new classmates with your child. If they use any accommodations such as specific seating arrangements or extra time for assignments, you want to make sure that those are in place, maybe not from day one, but definitely from the first few weeks of school. If your child has not yet started school, see if you can take them to visit their new school before classes begin. Walking the halls, finding classrooms, and even meeting new teachers can significantly ease anxiety about the unknown. One way to prepare is to begin a documentation log. I often talk to parents about this. And this involves keeping a written account of all communication with teachers in the school related to accommodations, modifications, to IEPs, and other school matters. So one of the things you could do is go out to Target, to Walmart, get a notebook for yourself for this school year, and keep that documentation log. If your child requires specific classroom accommodations, by documenting conversations and decisions made by teachers, you have a clear record that you can refer back to during school meetings and IEP meetings. Additionally, you might want to teach your teen to keep their own log. This empowers them to take an active role in their education and advocate for their own needs. Tip number 3, foster open communication. Effective communication is vital between parents, children, and teachers. So schedule a meeting with your child's teachers. During these meetings, you can share your concerns, goals, and strategies that have worked for your child in the past. This collaboration will help teachers understand your child's needs better and really foster a supportive environment. Make sure teachers are aware of your child's unique needs and learning profile. Do not assume that your child's previous teacher has spoken to his new teacher. You may need to educate your child's teacher about their ADHD, dyslexia, language disorder, anxiety, or other learning or thinking difference. But don't just focus on what your child has struggled with. Talk to your child's teacher about their strengths, their interests, and their successes. Also, if your child is transitioning to middle school or high school, the executive functioning demands will be higher. And understanding the executive functioning challenges that your child might face and having a plan to address them will help your child keep up. Again, open communication is the cornerstone of a successful partnership between parents, teachers, and students. Be sure to also attend school events like open house or parent nights. That actually provides an opportunity to meet and talk to teachers face to face. And if you can't attend due to work, again, maintaining regular communication via school websites, email, or even phone calls can be just as effective. I often tell parents to remember to trust your gut, and when needed, do not hesitate to request phone calls and meetings to keep the lines of communication open and collaborate on needed accommodations and modifications. Do not feel bad about taking an active role in the education of your child. Tip number 4, break tasks into manageable steps. This is something I often recommend to children who struggle with executive functioning, attention issues related to ADHD. Neurodivergent children can often feel overwhelmed by the prospect of tackling large tasks. So breaking down assignments and tasks into smaller, manageable steps can alleviate stress. Teach your child strategies such as creating to-do lists and using timers for focused work intervals. This approach can help them stay organized and motivated and prevent feelings of frustration. Breaking tasks into manageable steps is akin to teaching your child to navigate a complex maze. For example, let's say your child has trouble with long assignments and they'll have a book report or a project due at the end of September. It's August right now. Teach them to break down that task into smaller portions and then reward themselves after completing each section. This approach can prevent them, again, from feeling overwhelmed and give them a sense of accomplishment along the way. And this is a strategy that you can incorporate during the entire academic year. Tip number 5, focus on strengths and self-care. It is really easy to get caught up in the challenges, But don't forget to celebrate your child's strengths and successes. Encourage their interests and hobbies outside of school. Engaging in activities that they enjoy can boost their self-esteem and provide a healthy balance, which is so important. Additionally, prioritize self-care practices. A well-rested mind and body can greatly enhance a teen's ability to cope with academic demands. While addressing challenges is crucial, nurturing strengths and practicing self-care is equally important. So be sure to acknowledge your child's hard work, determination, and persistence. These are qualities that will serve them well throughout their educational journey. So again, encourage your child to explore activities they're passionate about outside of school, like art, playing a musical instrument, or joining a sports team or club. These activities, again, not only boost their confidence, but it also brings joy and offers a much needed outlet for stress. There you have it. 5 quick tips to get the new school term started. Keep in mind that every child is unique, so tailor these tips to suit your child's individual needs and preferences. These strategies are really designed to provide your child with the tools and support they need to thrive in the new school term. And remember that your involvement and understanding play a significant role in their success. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode. I hope that these quick tips provide you with actionable steps for supporting your child's journey back to school. As always, I'm here to assist you in any way I can. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. I'm here to support you every step of the way. Until next time, take care and stay empowered.
Thanks for listening to Diverse Thinking, Different Learning by Child Nexus. For more resources, visit us online at childnexus.com.